What is good, everybody, and welcome back. You're seeing me on the screen. You're seeing another person on the screen right here. You're hanging with the homies, and this guy right here, his name is Jason. This is one of my homies, and I'm gonna say this right now. Jason calls himself a basketball, savant. And if you don't know what that means like someone who knows a lot about basketball. Now, you know, he knows a thing or two, but he thinks he knows a lot. Isn't that true?
I know a thing or two, you know.
Just a thing or two. I mean, the way you be talking, usually it's like you be trying to give me the tips and tell me, you know, who is good and who's bad.
Man, if it's about the Heat, you know, that we're talking, you know, all these. If it's about the Wizards, I don't know anything you're talking about.
Okay. So we'll start here. How about this? So me and Jason, you know what I'm saying, we grew up together, we went to school together. I've known him for a long time, and what I know about him is he is a Miami Heat fan. Now, don't ask me how this man is a Miami Heat fan in the DMV in DC, Maryland, Virginia. So you know what that means? He had to be a Miami Heat fan when LeBron went there.
Oh my God, man.
Please, before we get started, please explain how you are a Miami Heat fan. Please.
You know, that's what everyone says. LeBron this, LeBron that. No one mentions Dwayne Wade, okay? It's like, I'm playing. Let me relax. So, like, back in, like, 4th grade, when Shaq got traded to the Heat, I, like, opened up the newspaper for, like, the first time.
Wait, you said the newspaper?
Yes, 8 years old.
Bruh.
Newspaper.
Okay. This is how I know it's fake.
And I look at the sports section, and I see big trade, Shaq to the Heat. Immediately, I'm like, all right, I'm a Heat fan.
Wait,
right.
So you're a Miami Heat fan because of Shaq?
Yeah. Big Diesel.
Okay. I mean, that was a good time. Shaq and D Wade and the Heat.
Man.
That was when D Wade like really, you know, was coming out party to like the league and for the Heat organization. That was kind of his time right there.
Yeah, I wasn't, you know, I didn't really know much about Dwayne Wade until, you know, when I found out Shaq got traded. And then after like a year of like kind of watching a couple games, you know, playing a couple games on my PS1, kind of like figured it out.
PS1?
Yeah, man. NBA Shootout 2004.
Wow, throwing it back. Wait, okay, hold on.
I'm just laying out the evidence, you know.
Hold on.
You know, why I'm qualified. Yeah.
No, I feel that. But I was gonna say, before we even get into like real life basketball,
Of course.
what was your favorite NBA game growing up? Because you just talked about NBA Shootout. That's a throwback.
That's a throwback. That one had T-Mac on the cover. I would have to say my favorite NBA game out of all the 2Ks.
Whoa, 2K. I'm talking about, bro. We're going NBA Lives, bro.
Yeah. Let me not even like disrespect NBA Live. NBA Live 06 on the GameCube.
On the GameCube. That's how I was really playing. On the
Come
GameCube.
on, D Wade on the cover. Come on.
That was a good one. Mine
that was probably my
NBA
favorite.
Live 05.
With Carmelo on the cover.
05. Yes, that one or NBA Live 08.
Oh, and that with Gilbert on the cover. I remember that shine, bro.
My favorite player, man. That's my favorite player right there.
Okay.
We'll get into that later. But you guys know, or you're here, Jason's a Miami Heat fan. I'm obviously a Washington Wizards fan because I'm from here. Like most people who are from an area, they're fans of their home team, unlike Jason.
Oh, yeah.
But it's cool. It's cool. So I got a couple questions written down for you, but you know, we'll chit chat and we'll see kind of where these things go. But they're pretty basic. At least some of them. The first two are very basic. So
Let's see what you got.
watch basketball. I watch basketball.
Yeah,
Best team in the East right now. Best team in the East.
That's the question
And
you're
why?
asking me right now.
Yeah, and why?
All right, let me take off my bias, completely remove and shed all my bias.
Please do.
Miami Heat.
Please do. Because no one is scared of Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo.
No.
Relax.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just say this first before I get into the best. So don't you know, sleep on the Heat. You know, right now they're in like the 6th, 7th spot. If we manage to get, you know, into that play-in spot where we only need to, win one game to advance, and we could possibly lose one and still stay alive, it's going to be a problem. We thrive. For who? I mean, not the Wizards, because, you guys are still rebuilding after the 20th year? 25th year.
We don't have to go there.
So, okay, my bad. Let me get back on track. But, Heat are underdogs, and we really thrive with underdogs. But I think the best team in the East, that's a good question. It's hard. It's very hard to not pick the Celtics, honestly. Every time you see them play, there's matchup issues at every position because of Porzingis. Even when
it's because of him.
Yeah, he's the X factor. I think if he's healthy throughout the whole playoffs, it's gonna be hard. Like, I'm a Heat fan, but we have a lot of good. We've had good games against the Celtics recently. But I think they've taken that next step by getting like Drew Holiday and Porzingis. That puts them to another level. The only real threat to the Celtics are the Bucks, and it's kind of the way they're playing is a little weird. But recently, Chris Middleton came back, and he's an underrated player. Every time I used to go on Twitter and talk trash about Chris Middleton. Maybe because of the way he looks, but then I'll talk trash. Oh, of course. But every time he played the Heat, he'd cook us, hit game winners, buzzer beaters. So I think they're the only real threat. But Celtics. I have Celtics coming out of the East.
Yeah, I have the same. I have the Celtics coming out of the East. The thing is, for real, for me, when I look at the East, it's I'm always gonna look at Giannis because. To me, Giannis is one of the most dominant players ever. And it's not even that his stature and how big and strong he is, because obviously in Agile, those are his best attributes. But to me, his ultimate attribute is his mentality. That man, I just watched his documentary the other day, bruh.
Ooh.
I was like, no wonder. I mean, I already obviously understood his upbringing and stuff like that, but I was like, no wonder he is how he is. This man had to overcome everything to get where he is right now, and he still has that mentality that he's still trying to prove something. And I think that's what, for instance, a guy like Jason Tatum doesn't have. You know what I'm saying? Jason Tatum to me is very, very. He is one thing away from a mega star. One thing away. I think he's a superstar. I'll give that to him.
Yeah.
But I think he's one thing away from being a Jokic, a Giannis, one of the top 5 players. I mean, he is, but I'm talking about a legend status
to get to that MVP
mentality. Yeah, he's still young, so he can develop that. But I think right now, I think the Celtics are the best team in the East.
Yeah,
they have him. Jaylen Brown's a monster. They have Porzingis, who obviously, you're saying, is a mismatch nightmare. That man's 7'3", bro. Stepping out perimeter game, shooting threes.
It's an issue.
Issue. No one can really guard that guy.
Yeah.
And then on top of him, my thing is the biggest X factor on their team is Jrue Holiday, bro. Yeah. Jrue Holiday, that man is different. Look what happened. He left the Bucks. Look at the Bucks defense right now. And they got Lillard. You would think they're going to score 3,000 points a game. But it's not necessarily always about scoring. You need that defensive, pit bull, and that was
the dog. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the Celtics are the best team in the East, but
Bucks, you think
the Bucks aren't too far? They're not too far behind, just because maybe the Giannis bias. I'm a big Giannis fan, but I think if they could figure out what they got to figure out, they could be right up there as well. But right now, it's the Celtics. I believe the same thing.
Yeah. Did you said you saw the Giannis doc? Was it the one where he went back to Nigeria?
It was the one where they talk about his life and his upbringing, and then they showed him playing in Greece and him and his brothers, and then he came, then he came to America, got drafted, and then all that kind of stuff.
Man, I gotta check that out. I was seeing the commercial about that. I was like, I gotta check that out for real.
Yeah, that one's crazy. It's crazy. Like his story is wild. I mean, it's like I look at it as like my parents. You know what I'm saying? Like my parents came through the same thing, coming to America, like trying to figure it all out. So when I see his story, I'm like, damn, it reminds me of back home type situation. So it's pretty interesting. So obviously we just talk about the East. Now we're going to the West Coast. This one I think is like a lot more obvious for both of us. To you, who is the best team in the West and why?
I don't know if this one's obvious. I don't know.
Oh, whoa! Are we getting a hot take?
I don't think it's a hot take, man. Like, come on. I think it's a.
Don't say the Kings, bro. Don't say the Kings.
No.
Don't say the Kings, bro.
I like the Kings, but I don't think it's the Kings.
Don't say the Warriors, bro. Don't say the Warriors.
He said don't say the Warriors. Nah, I don't. It's not this year. Draymond's. If you watch these games, man, Draymond's been on another level. He's the one that sets the tone, and he makes a difference on the team. But I don't think they can make the run that they need to make to get all the way there. I really think the team that's probably going all the way is the Nuggets again. Maybe that. Yeah. That was obvious. I'm tripping. Because
what do you think, bro?
That's obvious because obviously MVP Jokic. He's on the team still. Everybody's still there, and they're playing great. Right now, it's the Thunder and the Timberwolves who are at the top of the West, but I don't really have any faith of them, any faith that they're going to be going to, like, any 7-game series or 6-game series with a team like the Lakers even, or, like, I don't think they would even last with, like, Warriors.
What? Wait, who? Which one? The OKC or Timberwolves? Can't beat the Warriors in 7.
OKC
can't beat the Warriors in 7.
I think they would have a hard time. Game 7, Steph Curry, and like Clay. Game 7, Clay.
You say Clay?
Bro, please don't do this. Don't do this to me. Don't be sleeping on Clay, man. Just because he's coming off the bench.
I'm not sleeping on Clay, but.
He's got the dog.
That OKC team is like different, and this is the year.
Yeah.
This is their all breakout year. Like to me, I'm looking at that team. I'm like, yeah, that's the future, bro. That team's the future. And if they can pick up maybe someone else, you know what I'm saying? Keep the core, pick up someone, bro. Come on.
I like the way they're playing, and I like SGA's game. I think
crazy.
I'm really excited for the playoffs, but it's the Nuggets, man. Jokic, every time you see him play, like, the only way I think he's losing MVP this year, I mean, I think they've been, like, driving the narrative against him and towards SGA or, like, Ant to win MVP because they really don't want to see Jokic to win 3 MVPs. They
don't want that.
They don't want that, but, like, you watch him play and it's, like, it's clear he's like the most valuable player, even though SGA is going crazy. But I got. I got the Nuggets.
I got the same. I think Jokic. The thing that I think makes Jokic so good is that man is so good and doesn't care, bro. Like to me, it looks like he's not trying. And the reason I can say that is because I play sports as well. I play soccer. We all know that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, a player, and, like, you know what I'm saying? You play soccer, you play basketball, like, you see someone, and you're like, yo, that dude's so good, and he's not even, like, it's just natural talent. Yeah, he's not trying, he's just doing his thing. And that's what Jokic is to me. Like, when I look at Jokic, I'm like, bro, this dude is, like, not really trying. I mean, he is obviously trying, but he's not, it doesn't seem like he's put in that much effort compared to some other players who need to put in so much effort just to be a quarter of what Jokic is. And that's what I think makes him so deadly because it's like, all right, during the season, he's just kind of like, he does that little thing where he runs. He's like, his whole body is shaking. And then he goes on the court. There's like a little, a 2-inch bunny hop layup. Yeah, then he scores, then he runs back, plays defense. Yeah. And his defense has gotten better throughout the season, as we know.
Yeah.
It's not always the best because of his work rate, but it's gotten better. But when playoffs come, bro, that team, think about it. You got Jokic, 7-footer, bro, playmaker. He's a point guard at 7 foot. You got Jamal Murray, who's a point guard. He can do his thing. And then you have Aaron Gordon, one of the best two-way defenders in the league, or two-way players, because I'm not saying that he's gonna go and score, but you know he can get down there and get some athletic points down low. But defensively, that man, he can guard anybody. He's like a bigger Jrue Holiday, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like Jrue can guard 1 through 3 easy.
Yeah.
But Aaron Gordon is legit like 6'9", and he can go. He can guard 1 through 5 if he really had to.
Yeah.
And that's like the defensive factor there. Now Michael Porter Jr. I used to live in Orlando, and he was the Orlando Player of the Year. You know what I'm saying? Like when I lived there, I heard that he was coming out of Orlando. I was like, wow, that's dope. And I look at him, and I'm like, this dude could be so nice. I know he had a bunch of back injuries, but
he got unlucky.
You know, he got unlucky, but he's like the X factor on that team because he can play, and if he plays well, bro, that team they have a solid starting 5. Like, I don't know who can stop him.
Man, yeah, and going to 4 games, like up to 7 game series when it's getting really tough, and like only the like really gritty teams like win. I can't think of a team that can really beat him. Like,
nah, man. Who can guard Jokic for if you go 7 games, bro? By the 3rd game, you're probably tired and like you're beat up because he's like big and strong. Like, there's no way.
Yeah, like even people like Gobert get cooked all game. Will get cooked all game by him. Like, he's made Wembanyama look like. Sorry, and Wembanyama's made everybody, you know, look like he's embarrassed everybody in the league, really. I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see what it really boils down to, you know, at the end of or at the start of the playoffs.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, I think, to be honest, the Nuggets have it again. It just seems like as long as Jokic is gonna, you know, not necessarily worry about horses 24/7. He's gonna get a dub in the league, it's too easy.
Who do you think has a chance at, you know, contesting with the Nuggets? Between right now?
Wait, in the West or in the NBA in general?
In the West right now, if there's anyone who could compete with the Nuggets, because right now in the playing positions, there's a lot of like, you know, the Suns.
This is gonna sound crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is gonna sound crazy. I mean, not that crazy. Lakers, bro. I will never go against LeBron. Never.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Especially in the playoffs. Think about it. LeBron is 39, and he's still playing like he's 23. So take him out of it because he's gonna do his thing.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis, last night. Okay, so today is what's today? I'm looking at my phone. Today is what's today?
25th.
Today's the 25th. So I don't know when this video is going out. Hopefully probably a couple of days after the 25th. But on the 24th, I'm pretty sure the Lakers played, and AD had 35 and like 16.
I was
he can do it. Huh?
I don't know why I didn't put a parlay on him, man.
Bro, I haven't done it in a while. Like, I was on a roll. Yeah. I've been taking some money out, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like catching some L's, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna breathe for a little bit. Yeah. I'm just gonna like reset my my mind. Yeah. But yeah, like, I don't know what it is, but Lakers in the playoffs, I don't know, bro. Like, that just, to me, I'm not saying they can win it all, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna go against LeBron and AD. Now, obviously, if they go up against the Nuggets and like all that, like, I'm not gonna say they're gonna beat them, but
of course,
LeBron, bro. Come on.
You can never count LeBron out. I'll agree with that.
Never.
I'll agree with that.
Never.
Like,
so,
last year, I guess it was, they were really talking about AD being inconsistent. Because I remember watching the playoffs, and like one game he'd go crazy, next game it'd be a dud. And like this season, he's been real consistent. I'm curious to see what happens. You know, if they can make the playoffs, play in this year. You know,
West is hard right now because the Warriors, Suns, Lakers. Who else is battling? Mavericks.
Mavericks are scary, man.
Bro, scary. Kyrie has been balling.
Yeah.
Kyrie's been balling, and Luka always does his thing.
The Clippers, though. The Clippers are Clippers. That's the
Oh
team.
my, bro,
That's-
Clippers. Oh
That's
my
the team.
goodness.
I think they're the
Yeah,
dark horse.
they're scary.
They're
They're
scary
scary.
team. Yeah. Like if James
The
Harden
West is
can
stacked.
shake that little like boogeyman off his back that he gets in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll be all right.
Yeah, he needs to shake that, and he needs to. He's like clowning around too much right now, man. It's the end of the season. You gotta lock in a little bit.
So
This man
touch
trying to
that
block
shot.
his own teammate's shot. Yeah.
Oh man, he's
He,
just adding morale.
he's-
You know, boosting
He's
morale.
having fun. Oh, okay. Oh, you read that? Oh, he's adding morale to the team. I'm like, all right, buddy. Like, I get it,
Come on,
but
man. He's a fun guy.
it's not like y'all have won. He hasn't won a ring, bro. Like, you should lock in right now. Have fun in midway to the beginning. You can still have fun now. Don't get
I
me
agree.
wrong.
I
It's all
agree.
about having fun.
Yeah.
It's all about having fun because that's when you play your best. But like, he hasn't won a ring yet. Like, I would lock in just a bit, especially
Yeah.
right now.
Right now, this is locking time. Especially.
Yeah, you don't see Jokic doing that, and he is a two-time MVP, right? Two, right?
Two, very
Yeah,
likely
in a ring.
3, and a
Exactly.
ring.
Very likely 3 and another ring. Like,
Yeah.
you
Hall
don't
of
see him
Fame.
joking around. You don't see Giannis joking around. You don't see LeBron joking. I just broke my pen. You don't see.
Oh,
LeBron,
relax,
bro.
man.
I know. I'm getting hype over this. Okay, we gotta change. We gotta change off of James Harden. I was getting too hyped. All right. So, next question I got for you,
All right.
because I actually gotta think about this myself too.
Okay.
So the best player in the NBA, not named LeBron, Curry, Jokic, and Giannis.
I think you should put Luka on the list to make it a little tougher.
And okay, and Luka, because I was gonna say Luka, but yeah,
Yeah.
okay, and Luka.
Okay. That's a good question. Right now, it's you gotta say SGA. It's probably SGA.
Really?
Yeah, mid-range game's crazy. Usually, people who have like automatic mid-range games are seen as like those really good players, like Kawhi, automatic mid-range. I mean, Michael Jordan, automatic mid-range. Dwayne Wade, automatic mid-range. Yeah, I'm talking about
So
like
wait.
the top of the top, the cream of the crop players. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. So you're saying him?
Yeah.
You're saying SGA over Anthony Edwards?
So that's a good real comparison there because Anthony Edwards has been kicking up. He's been kicking up the last couple games.
Yeah.
But I feel like he hasn't been like I've seen some games where it's tough for him to get going. But that's with like everybody. And I think with Cat out, it's time for Anthony Edwards to really like step up. So I'm curious to see how he really how he acts to the end of the season. But
Yeah.
it's him, it's SGA, and then I got Ant right after, and then after that it gets kind of tough. I would still kind of want to put Dame there a little bit.
Damian Lillard. Wow.
Man, he's good, man. I think
He's very good. He's very good.
and I think he's got a little bit of jet lag with the move to the Bucks, but
Wait, jet lag. Like he still got. First of all,
yeah.
this man went from Portland to Milwaukee, and he got jet lag for 4 months.
Come on, bro.
I've never heard this in my life.
He divorced. Nah, hold on. Him and his wife got divorced.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
I didn't know
he
that.
moved. He had to move and do all that stuff. So there's growing pains.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
I mean, having
I did say
being an all-star.
I saw that he said he was lonely. Like I saw that quote. He was like, "It's lonely out in Milwaukee." So I was thinking, oh, it is Milwaukee, but I didn't know him and his wife. So I'm like, that makes sense now. I can see that.
Man, he's just saying stuff to me, bro. He's barely, whatever. I mean, maybe because he has kids, he's probably in Milwaukee a lot, but he's always flying out. Man, he's, they're always on the road. He's all right, bro.
Yeah, that lifestyle must be rough though. I'm telling you, it's not. It
It's-
sounds great.
If you're
Said you do it
single
for 15
and
years.
young, yeah.
Yeah.
Once you have an
Single?
established family, it can get rough.
If you young and single and you get to fly out like that all the time, hey, I'm putting my hands up. I'm innocent. I got a girl. I'm not saying nothing crazy. I'm just saying. Think about what I'm saying
Mhm.
in the opposite way that I'm thinking right now. But hey, I got a girl.
You
I would
faithful?
never.
Yes.
What? Very.
Have you? I mean, we're just talking about sports. This is sports, but like,
Oh my bad. See, my
you
mind
know.
was. See, I'm tripping.
But like, you saw the Jalen Green and Andrea situation, right?
Oh my! Don't even get me started, bro. Don't get me
Yeah,
started.
I don't know.
Don't get me
I
started.
feel like that's a little too deep.
I-
You don't know if you want to deep dive in
Bro,
that.
I have so many things. Like I say, like, look, I'm gonna tell y'all, young viewers, this right now.
You said the young viewers.
The young viewers, like you, Jason, young viewer,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
young viewer. You
My
know,
bad.
I'm a year old. I'm a year older than you, so you know.
Oh,
Young
sorry.
viewers out
Sorry,
here.
sir. I forgot.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, just understand this. Do what you got to do. Stack your money. Lock in. Focus. I'm not saying you can't go out there and have fun. I'm not saying that because you should. Trust me, I did. Maybe a little too much.
I did.
But oh yes. But at the end of the day, I'm 30. I'm about to be 31 very soon.
Mm.
You know, and I'm at a point in my life now where I'm like, you know, it's lock-in season. I mean, I was always locked in, but definitely more so nowadays. I think like that rather than like, oh, go crazy and all that. Now, I can't imagine those people because their lifestyle is way different. They make hundreds of millions of dollars and they travel all the time at 23. So I couldn't imagine.
And apparently,
But at the
Drea,
same-
you know, was at his high school games. Oh man,
Huh?
she was at his high school games.
Who was at high school game? Oh,
Drea
she
was at Jalen Green's high school games.
Bruh, no way, no way.
Yeah. But you know, to each their
Hey,
own.
all I'm gonna say is, if it was the other way around, that's all I'm gonna say. So we're gonna move on. We just gonna move on to the next question.
Yes.
I don't want to get into this.
Sorry. Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Okay,
Kinda
so
turned it around there for a bit.
that's okay, man. You know, I'm all about peace, love, and positivity. I don't want to focus on this negative world we live in.
Yeah.
So, all right. The next question:
All right.
top 5 teams in the NBA in order, but
All right.
backwards order. So 5 to 1.
5-1. So the top 5, but the least to best.
Yeah,
out of
the number
top
5 to 1. Yeah, 5 to 1.
All right. Okay. That's a good question. You said
Or you can, if you know 1, you know, you can say 1. If you know 2, but like,
Yeah.
just let us know which order you're going in.
okay. I'll do you know, least to best out of the top 5. So I'll go, you know, number 1's gonna be the one who I think is gonna win. And since we kind of discussed it earlier, I'm sure you're gonna know what number
Nuggets.
that, you know, what that, yeah, exactly, Nuggets. So
Yeah, Nuggets at 1.
yeah, we're gonna say Nuggets at 1. I'm just gonna keep it there, but I'll start at 5 just to keep it a little dramatic. So 5, Miami Heat.
Oh!
Sorry.
Okay, can we end this right now?
No,
I'm
man.
gonna turn my camera off.
I'm
bro.
telling you, if y'all let us get enough wins to get into the plan and stay in the plan, it's gonna be tough. We got a game plan for Porzingis. We got a game plan for Giannis. So no matter what, Embiid's, you know, we're not worried about Embiid. He always chokes when he plays the Heat.
You got a game plan for Giannis? Who you gonna put on him?
Yes.
Duncan Robinson?
We know, yo, Duncan Robinson.
put Tyler Hero on him?
Nah, my bad. I want to give a public shout out to Duncan Robinson. I've said some things in the past, maybe last year, about his play, but this year he showed out. I've seen some crazy stuff behind the back, baseline reverse lay. That's not usually in his bag, and not how he's acting a little different this year than usual. So I want to just give him my respect.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, I got the Heat at number 5. You know, I'm sure there's gonna be people who oppose that. Fine, I have no issue with that. All right, but let me get back on track. So 4, 3, 2. Number 4, I'll probably have to go with the Timberwolves.
I like that. I like that. That was a good pick.
Yeah, if their road out of the West isn't too crazy, like they don't have to play like the Lakers and then like maybe the Suns or like you know like like the Mavericks or something, I think they'll be fine. And could really like have a chance in the West, but I don't think they're quite there yet. Especially with Cat coming back from injury, he may not be as healthy as he may want to be for that playoff run. They would have been a whole different story if he was healthy. Like the man dropped like 63 earlier in the year. Like, gotta pay Cat respect as much as Ant sometimes.
They lost that game though, so.
You're right. There was a lot of controversy with that, especially with their coach. Their coach was bugging. He was not happy with the way they were playing. Yeah. But after that, I gotta go. Probably OKC 3.
Wow.
Yeah. Definitely OKC. I was thinking about maybe picking. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't really have. I'm not really sold on OKC like that. So I gotta put the Clippers there at number 3.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. PG, Kawhi. PG was a little injured, banged up in the season, but I think he's got enough games under his belt to be healthy during the playoffs. And Kawhi has been playing more games this season than you've seen in a while. There was something going on recently, but I think he should be okay. You saw the way him and James were playing around, but James is the key, man. If he can lock in and stay healthy and get everyone else involved, I think they got a good chance of beating the Nuggets. I mean, I don't know if they'll beat the Nuggets, but they can beat everyone else in the West with no issues, for real. And then number 2, Celtics.
Yeah.
You heard what I said before. I think you had the same. You shared the same sentiments I had.
About Celtics?
Yeah, like they kind of guard. It's hard to guard those positions.
Yeah.
But I think
dynamic with the guards. As well.
And I think the Nuggets are the only team that can really like match up with them in the right way.
Yeah, they have the because the wing play with the Celtics with like Brown and Tatum is kind of it's like the perfect match. But then the Nuggets have Gordon and Porter.
Yeah,
so
and they got like KCP.
They can kind of guard them. Exactly.
Yeah.
They can guard those guys. So mine is similar.
Okay.
But 1 and 2 are the same.
All right.
So 1 Nuggets, 2 I got Celtics. But 5 for me.
It's not the Heat.
Bro.
Who could have
one of the bottom teams I was thinking about.
Oh my god.
The Heat were they were competing with the Wizards to figure out which team So for me, 5 is the Bucks.
Okay.
5 is the Bucks, like I said. Giannis on the team. Dame, if Dame can catch fire, they got Giannis, Middleton's back. That team. They got Brook Lopez who can didn't he drop like a 50 game this year?
He dropped
50 piece?
He's been playing very well.
They got Portis, Bobby Portis off the bench. I got the Bucks at 5.
I like Bobby Portis.
At 4?
Man. He's a good player.
He's a good player. 4, I got OKC.
Okay.
I think OKC is an issue. They're young. They're spry. They're bouncy. Like, them dudes they are doing it all. Every time I watch them and then I go on Instagram or something and I see them doing like the little after the game interviews and they're all just standing around someone and laughing. I'm like, okay, this team got chemistry, bro. Like the interview when Shai Gilgeous Alexander was like, the person said, "You play so smooth. Where do you get it from?" He's like, "I was born smooth. I wake up smooth." I was like, yup. Okay. This guy's, he's already hip. His mindset's already locked in. He gets it.
Locked in.
So I got them. At 3, I got the Timberwolves. I think the Timberwolves, there's just something about the fact that Anthony Edwards, to me, I think has the potential to be the face of the NBA. I mean, everyone loves him. He's like the one guy who just speaks in a sense that the NBA doesn't want, because they want people to be speaking proper and this and that, acting so proper. But Anthony Edwards acts himself, and everyone loves it. Because who doesn't love someone being themselves? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So his confidence is at an all-time high. He's a baller. Cat's hurt, but if say he was back and he was, you know what I'm saying, fully healthy balling, him and Gobert, both 7-footers, it's like, come on, bro. That team got it. Now Gobert does get cooked every playoffs, but
come on, man.
We'll see. You know, we'll see. And then not much to say about the Celtics and the Nuggets because you already said it. But yeah, I think that's my top 5. I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's pretty good.
You know, it didn't have the Heat in there, so in my opinion, it wasn't the greatest. If it had the Heat somewhere in that 3 to 5 range, it would have been a little better. You know?
All right, Jamie Vasquez. What's his name?
Come on, quit playing, man. Jaime, Jaquez.
Yeah, Jaime
Jr.
Jamie Vasquez.
Rookie of the year.
Say, nah, he could play. Whoa.
I'm saying it now, man. Wembanyama's overrated, bro.
What?
Yeah, I'd rather my rookie of the year be someone, you know, who has the, you know, fundamental play, who could do the little fadeaway, step back J, who could play the dirty minutes, get on the floor. I don't need an alien as my rookie of the year, you know? Someone born from another planet.
I do. Aliens are real. And one of them is Wemby. And one of them, Wemby is not real human, bro. Who is 4,000? That man is that dude, and the way he. All right, I'm not even going. We'll get to that'll be the last question. We'll talk about Wemby.
Yeah.
So we got a couple questions left.
Okay.
These are quick ones. So, favorite player of all time?
Dwayne Wade.
When and why?
Ooh, why? That's a good question. Third best shooting guard of all time. Very consistent player. I was just, you know, I couldn't watch every game back when I was a kid, but I watched a lot of the games. I would always wake up early. I had NBA TV and watch all the highlights of the past games, and I would always get Heat highlights, and Dwayne Wade was always cooking. Back in the East, it was literally LeBron versus D-Wade consistently. I got to see that 4 times a year, which was so that's why I was very indifferent when LeBron came to the Heat, because I was like, man, I don't get to see that battle every year. Now, Dwayne Wade got to take a step back. But even in doing that, he was able to do that gracefully. But before that, he was dominating. In 2008, the year he should have, or 2009, the year he should have won his MVP, the year Kobe won it, averaged 30 points a game, was cooking. But yeah, he's got everything in his game. Can dunk, high flyer, mid range, pump fake, and one crazy highlight tape, one of the best highlight tapes. So yeah,
someone's the Flash fan.
The Flash, yo.
Someone's on the Flash's bandwagon.
Come on, man. That was a sick name, man.
Nah, D-Wade was nice. I'll give you that. Because my favorite player of all time is Gilbert Arenas. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. That's Gilbert
Arenas, Agent Zero. I mean, I'm a Wizards fan. I saw Gilbert, Antoine Jameson, Rip Hamilton, Caron Butler, the ultimate Wizards team. Yes. I saw Gilbert Arenas do things that Curry is doing now. Gilbert did that.
Come on.
It's not a hot take. I literally saw it with my eyes.
Ain't a hot
both
take.
My eyes. Bro, Gilbert was doing that. I'm not saying he's as good as Curry, but Gilbert was shooting like Curry. The deep threes, logo threes, going crazy.
Yeah.
So Gilbert, and I had his shoes. I had a poster of Gilbert on my wall in my room. Gilbert was the man.
Got that East Coast bias with the Wizards.
Yeah. It's all right though. I mean, hey.
Come on.
At least I'm not saying Michael Jordan. It's all right. Bro.
Yeah, it's respectful.
It's respectful. Gilbert, he was a baller.
As someone who watched a lot of Wizards games, I would say Gilbert was. It was for a minute there. It was him and Kobe where like
That's what I'm saying.
You know.
Gilbert was like that.
yeah.
He was like that. All right, 2 more questions.
Okay.
One, who is your most underrated player in the league? Now,
Ooh.
underrated could mean like is balling, doesn't get enough credit,
Yeah.
or maybe people don't really know about him, or he's like, I'll even say if he's on the come up and you're like, yo, this guy's like on the come up, you can mention that player too.
Okay. That's a good question.
I wonder if yours is the same as mine.
I don't know. It's good. This one I'm gonna have to rack my brain a little bit for, cause who has been like really going under the radar and cooking? Oh man.
Think about like a team that has not been playing well, but is a good player on that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Or like there's a team that
Mhm.
has like a couple good players, and then there's another player who's good but gets overlooked.
So the Grizzlies, I've been making a lot of parlays like for them to lose, and they don't lose. They win because they got this kid GG Jackson. Bro, rookie.
GG Jackson.
GG Jackson the
Oh.
second.
Okay.
Roman numeral
Okay.
2 after. He's a very
Okay.
very solid player, 6'9" forward. Bouncy, very athletic, like he's quick. He's like, I thought he was a guard, but then they were telling me he was 6'9", and I was like, man, that's like, he's gonna be a different kind of player. He can shoot, go to the hole, everything. I think when they played Warriors recently, he had like 37 or something. He
Really?
scored over 30 multiple times. And you know,
Wow.
he's gotten a lot of play time because, you know, Ja's out. The
Yeah,
Grizzlies
everyone's
are
out.
decimated. Yeah. I'm very curious to see what the Grizzlies do next year once everyone's healthy.
Yeah, they I feel like they have so many players out. It feels like when everyone comes back, they're gonna have to like cut people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, they're gonna
They have
have
so many
to
players,
figure
it
some
seems like.
stuff. Yeah, I like how they've been just playing the young guys a lot.
yeah,
And kind of just seeing like, you know, seeing what they can do and how they can play.
yeah.
Yeah, but GG Jackson's one. If I can go with another player, I don't know about underrated, but Sengun, he's starting to, you know, he's on his come up.
Yeah, Sengun's nice, bro.
Yeah.
He got a nasty injury.
Nasty one. And the funny thing is, if he was healthy, the Rockets would be in the playing picture right now. They're currently really like right behind the Warriors. Like if they win out, the Warriors are not going to be in the playing picture. It's going to be the Rockets, which will be very interesting because they're a very young team. You know.
Yeah, they have a good little core. They have a good team.
Yeah.
I like what they've done. You know, getting rid of some players and getting some picks, and they have a good little young team going. Okay,
Yeah.
so 2 good ones.
Yeah. Who?
Mine's gonna be
Who do you got?
yeah. So mine is Jalen Johnson
Oh, that's
from the Atlanta Hawks.
That, you know, that's funny because when we went to that game and you're like, yeah, that over 10 rebounds or like over 8 rebounds. I was like, yo, he's like a guard, small forward. What are you talking about? He had like
I'm
13. Yeah,
Jalen
man.
Johnson is nice. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I put in that parlay. I was like, yo, 8+ rebounds. I was like, easy, got it.
Easy.
You was over there. Oh no. I was like, oh, I'm about to be up.
I was hating.
I was up, bro. He had like 13, 14 rebounds that game. But this man, Jalen Johnson, like you say, bouncy, athletic. He can shoot. He's aggressive. He grabs rebounds. He can play defense. Very good. Like a player like that went to the Lakers, bruh.
Man.
Like that's the exact type player that the Lakers need. A two-way player who's aggressive, who's confident in their game, someone young, so they're not like necessarily paying a super bag right now and like taking up all this cap room. But at the same time, I think Jalen Johnson will probably get a big contract soon. So
Yeah, he's gonna be
he
a player.
deserves it.
He's gonna
a
get
good player.
paid. He's gonna get paid.
Yeah, he's a really good player, and he's on the team with DeJounte Murray and Trae Young, and who knows if even any of those 2 players will be there. So maybe it'll be Jalen Johnson's team. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? But that was my player, Jalen Johnson. I think that man's nice. I think he's a little bit underrated, overlooked, because Trae Young's on his team, and you know everyone likes Trae Young. I mean, he's good, but Jalen Johnson's the man.
Yeah.
And last question before we wrap this up.
All right, all right.
Current NBA. Build your starting five.
Okay, okay. Current NBA players, starting five. Point guard. I'll go Kyrie Irving.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just clutch player, handle. I like a player who can really get, like, you know, at least my point guard to be able to finish at the basket and maybe draw a foul and be able to hit an open three. So he's got that. I would have said almost Luka, but Luka's a little too ball dominant, too much willing to step back.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm going with Kyrie, and then shooting guard. At the shooting guard position, I gotta go Jimmy Butler. For, you know, Kyrie's actually underrated defender.
Yeah, my team would easily beat y'all's team. All right.
Man. Anyways, let me keep going. All right, Jimmy. Defense. All right, lockdown defense. Clutch player in the playoffs. All right. Playoff Jimmy nickname. Anyways, small forward, Giannis. It's really no question. You know, he's probably
You're playing Giannis at the 3.
at 3. That's, you know, that's his natural position. I need the, you know, the height. At the 4, KD. I need him. Yep.
Okay.
I might almost put him at the 5 because, you know, he's very underrated defensively. But my 5th would
Your
probably
last
be
player.
Bam Adebayo. You know,
What?
all around offense, defensive player. Got swag on the court. Got the sleeve and the headband.
Swag. This man says swag. Okay.
You know, very
He's
leader.
he's drafting his team based off of swag.
I mean, he's a leader. He's captain this year. What else? You know, all-star. It's hard to, you know, it's basically the perfect center 5. You know, maybe a little undersized at like 6'9", but you know, he'll fight, get the boards, strong. You know, so kind of unstoppable 5. I'm curious to see what your 5 is. So.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting. 5. It's more like a 3 because man. Okay, so my 5. I got at the 1 a little unorthodox. I got LeBron at the 1.
Okay. Oh man, I
He's
like
gonna run
that.
a game for us. He's gonna run a point for us. So LeBron at the 1. At the 2, I'm about to guess Curry at the 2.
Okay.
So Curry's gonna come off the screens and stuff. I mean, him and LeBron will interchange with the ball handling, but you know, LeBron's gonna be the playmaker of the team for the most part because you haven't heard the whole team yet. But you know what I'm saying. So basically, LeBron and Curry. At the 3, KD.
Okay, you have him at the 3. Okay.
Easy money sniper.
Okay.
Because at the 4, Giannis.
You switched the you switched what I got. So you just got. You think he's more of a
switch.
4?
I think
Okay.
he's more of a 4. Like I want him a little more like. I want him running to the basket. You know, getting the ball, dribbling to the basket because he's good like with his pace and his strength to like kind of, you know, chuck someone a little bit and then get the dunk and all that. But
Okay.
I like him at the 4 for defensive purposes.
All right.
Because him and Jokic at the 5, no way Bam's scoring, bro.
Oh man,
And I got playmakers all, bro. I got I got LeBron and I got KD. I mean LeBron, Jokic, and Curry. They could play make. Curry's gonna run around, get 3, shoot 3s. KD doesn't need it, bro. He'll just stand there, pass him the ball. He'll do one little crossover, bucket. Done.
Cash.
And then we have Jokic, easy, Giannis, bro. My team. Comment down below. Let us know who would win. Whose top 5 would win?
Come on, man. It's.
Like,
I know y'all probably think Bam isn't, you know, he doesn't belong in the top 5, but he's a lockdown defender. Not worried. You know.
I'm just saying, like, I get it. You a Heat fan, but you know, sometimes you just gotta be realistic with yourself. You know,
Oh.
you guys are aight.
Okay.
You guys are like 12, 11 seed, like not bad.
we're gonna have to see what happens during the playoffs. We're about to go see what happens. Wizards, Heat.
Yeah, we're going to the game on
Later
Sunday.
this month. Okay, so
Wizards Heat game. We're gonna go to that game. Check it out. It's gonna be lit.
yeah, we're gonna give it a
Yeah.
live, look at one of the most dominant players in the league, Bam Adebayo.
We're definitely gonna end it on that. We're gonna end it on that. So, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We were just hanging with the homies. We're chatting about NBA in this episode. We will do another episode with Jason. And Jason's a big, obviously, basketball fan, but he's also a big soccer fan. He's a big music fan as well. So there's a lot of things that we can talk about and we will talk about. Any last words, Jason, before we head out of here?
Not much. Just don't really, underestimate the Heat and the kind of run they can make.
Okay.
This
Yep.
year.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more coming out soon. And we are